has always been a special place for me. I can remember as a child growing up on the island of Abaco. I didn't live too far from the ocean.
Every day I used to spend my day on the beach after school. It was where I found my comfort, actually.
During times of turmoil, I would find my way down to the beach. The sound of the wind, the feel of the sand between my toes, the healing power of the sun on my skin, and the sound of the waves rolling in the shore always brought me peace and comfort. As a young adult, I moved to Nassau and started to make a life there. I didn't know anyone at first, and sometimes in the capital I really felt separated from everything I knew, but the comfort of the beach was always there.
The sound of the ocean just relaxes my mind. Just to be able to hear that again, it would be a blessing.
I was able to hear for more than 30 years with no problem, then lost my hearing relatively sudden.
When I tried to answer the phone, I couldn't hear nothing at all. So I said, so I blamed it on the cell phone. Later that day, a friend came by, knocked on the door, I couldn't hear it until they started shouting. And then I realized, wow, I'm deaf.
I had no time to learn how to communicate or function as a deaf person. It was a very abrupt and very traumatic experience for me.
It's been over 2 years since I've been living without my hearing. The big difference is not being able to communicate.
I didn't fit in the hearing world. And I didn't fit in this cool new world of sheer silence either.
I had pretty much lived my life in isolation since I lost my hearing, sort of shy away, hide away from the world and from people. When I went to doctor's hospital and met Dr. Scriven, I was like a joy. I felt like she had given me hope.
I met Wesley Paul in November 2014. He had very good post-linguistic skills, and the fact that he had only lost his hearing a few years ago made him a very good candidate.
I remember going to the beach with Dr. Scriven for the first time after losing my hearing. It was incredibly frustrating walking with Dr. Scriven and trying to have a conversation, even with the hearing aid. If she was on the side of me or behind me, communication was impossible.
Wesley.
It was hard, very hard. I experienced loneliness and despair like I never had before. I was cut off from the one thing, the one place that I was always able to find comfort and healing. When they activated the implant for the first time at Hair Life, it was for me to start off the journey back to normality.
Is anything coming through?
I heard you.
Okay. Is it soft?
It's soft. It was like a wow moment for me. It was like, wow, I'm hearing sounds. I'm hearing something. The voices, I had difficulty, couldn't hear voices.
To be able to take somebody who could not communicate with families, with loved ones, who was unable to be able to work because they could not hear, is very, very fulfilling.
I could hear. I could communicate. My first time on the beach with Dr. Scriven after the activation, and I realized immediately things had drastically changed. Changed for the better. Dr. Scriven was walking in front of me, and I could still make out what she was saying in the conversation.
You hear the waves, you hear my voice.
I hear your voice pretty clear.
Okay, does that background noise bother you? Does it interfere with the quality of
Not really. I'm hearing you pretty clear.
Oh, that is so awesome.
Yes.
The best part of all, my friend was back. I could feel the sun and the wind. I could see the waves rolling in, and I could hear everything. The birds, the cars passing by, the voices around me, and the waves going in and out. Very overwhelming.
Getting the implant was the right choice because I wasn't able to hear at all, completely deaf. And the implant has given me a reason to live life now, to feel alive, and to be part of the hearing world again.
I am back now. I am looking forward to my new life with hearing.